Intermittent fasting. I believe most, if not all, fitness or health junkies would have heard of this. Even I had tried it myself and once advocated it, but that was then. Recently, a new published study seems to state that it is not a magic bullet. Ooh, I know how this is going to get so many backlashes from intermittent fasting supporters, but stick around as I share what the study concluded. Hi, my name is William and I share science-based evidences on products, claims and effective methods related to health and beauty concerns so you can make an informed buying power. If you're new to my channel, do consider subscribing as I upload new videos on Fridays and click on the bell icon to get notified of new videos. Also, do follow me on Instagram and Facebook page for more contents that I wouldn't post here on YouTube. When available, links to cited articles are provided in the description below. 5 to 16-8, 24 hours, alternate day, there are just so many types of intermittent fasting. Over the years, fasting on a few days each week or hours daily have increased in popularity, reinforced by images of people's miraculously weight transformations and backed by celebrity endorsements. However, just recently a new study challenges such belief. Published in the prestigious journal Science Translational Medicine, the new 2-year study from a team of physiologists at the University of Bath shares this evidence and indicates that there is nothing special about fasting. This randomized controlled trial, organized by a team from the University Center for Nutrition, Exercise and Metabolism, saw 36 lean healthy participants, that is having a BMI of 20 to 25, who were first monitored for a month to gauge their typical diet and exercise habits. They ate about 2,000 to 2,500 calories per day at baseline and were randomly divided into 3 groups. Now, Group 1 is represented by a traditional diet. Participants ate 25% fewer calories every day than their baseline diet. Taking 2,000 calories as a baseline, 25% less will be 1,500 calories. Group 2 represented alternate day fasting. Participants ate nothing one day, then consumed 150% of their baseline diet the next. That is about 3,000 calories. Group 3 also represented alternate day fasting, but without a net calorie deficit. Participants ate nothing one day, then consumed 200% of their baseline diet, which is 4,000 calories on the next day. On average, the first 2 groups reduced the same amount of calories overall, but in different ways. The third group didn't reduce overall calories at all, since participants ate twice as much on their feast days. After 3 weeks of these regimens, the people doing a traditional diet lost about 1.9 kilograms. And the good news is, most of it is fat. Those doing alternate fasting lost 1.6 kilograms, half of it is fat and the other half, muscle mass. The people in Group 3 didn't lose a significant amount of weight. Researchers found no evidence of fasting-specific effects on metabolic or heart health. Another popular ongoing debate whether intermittent fasting as opposed to continuous energy restriction either preserves lean mass during weight loss or favors greater muscle protein breakdown and net catabolism. Although changes in fat-free mass were not significantly different between groups in the current study, the data certainly do not support any relative preservations of lean mass when fasting, but rather are more consistent with the possibility that complete fasting for a prolonged period every other day, like Group 2, is not conducive to the retention of lean mass under conditions of net energy deficit. But what about the shorter amount of daily fasting period, the 16-8 fast, where people generally fast for 16 hours and have an 8-hour eating window period? A recent trial reported that late-time restricted feeding, fasting 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. daily, reduced appendicular fat-free mass in particular, which probably reflects losses specific to skeletal muscles too. Professor James Betts, director of the Center for Nutrition, Exercise and Metabolism at the University of Bath, who led the research, explains, many people believe that diets based on fasting are especially effective for weight loss, or that these diets have particular metabolic health benefits even if you don't lose weight. But intermittent fasting is no magic bullet. And the findings of their experiments suggest that there is nothing special about fasting when compared with more traditional, standard diets people might follow. Most significantly, if you are following a fasting diet, it is worth thinking about whether prolonged fasting periods is actually making it harder to maintain muscle mass and physical activity levels, which are known to be very important factors for long-term health. There are, however, some flaws in this study. Critics found out the study involved lean adults who don't lose weight very easily in the first place. If overweight or obese individuals were involved, then maybe a bigger advantage can be seen with intermittent fasting. They also noted that the study didn't reflect real-life conditions because the fasting participants were instructed to eat too much on their feast days. Nobody does alternate day fasting like this. Nobody force feeds themselves 150% of their needs. No one is ever going to eat 4,000 calories every other day and then fast. It's a little weird. Previous studies have shown alternate day fasting works because people don't binge on their feast days in real life and only eat about 10% more than usual. So they can't make up for the lack of calories from their fasting days and lose weight. So the bottom line is intermittent fasting is a great option for weight loss. But it's not better than calorie restriction. For me, I saw the change in the beginning, but it soon plateaus off. And when I stopped intermittent fasting after 1.5 years, the weight just come rolling back. But hey, if it works for you, do continue with it because I do know there are a lot of hardcore fasters who swear by its health benefits. What I'm most concerned of is the skeletal muscle loss that can happen in the long run. The key point is, no matter what types of diets you choose, make sure it is sustainable and can be done for the rest of your life. As for those who aren't so sure about intermittent fasting yet want to sustainably lose fat and maintain muscle mass, I have shared about a gene expression science-based fat loss program in my previous video, which I successfully lost 7 kilograms of pure fat and lost 4 inches of my waist in just 90 days. The key features include no starvation, no vigorous exercise, no known side effects, you'll be healthier after weight loss, and there will be little to no weight rebound after 90 days. Do check out on the cards above to find out more. Or slide me a DM on Instagram or Facebook and let's have a chat on how to help you with your weight loss journey. Till then, bye bye!